Hello world, my name is William. I'm 13. I live in Yacata, Guanajuato, in central Mexico. This is the entrance to our community. As you can see, there isn't much to see. We live in one of the few areas in central Mexico that was never conquered by the Aztecs. This is La Yacata. It's a stone mound built by the pre-Hispanic indigenous people of the area as a sort of watchtower. Wood would be piled in the hollowed-out center to lighten times of danger or celebration. Most people think where we live is life is very primitive. We don't have any electricity. Most people think we live like cavemen because they just can't imagine life without electricity. Just to set the record straight, we have a gas stove, indoor plumbing, hot water, and do not hunt mammoth for dinner. This is our house. We built it ourselves. It's not finished yet. You can see the beams in the back where we're going to put the roof on the porch there. The gate is the entrance for our animals. The glass case the community bulletin board. My mom puts announcements there for other residents. This is the backyard. Part of it is for goats and chickens, and part of it is fruit and trees and plants. That gray block thing is the aljibe where we collect and store rainwater. This is the bookcase. This is the bookcase in the back room. My dad and I built it for all my mom's books. She has a lot of books. We have the biggest library in La Yacata. This is the fireplace my dad built in the kitchen from rocks in our neighborhood. It's nice in the winter. This is the kitchen. As you can see, we don't cook over a fire. We have a sink there to the right. You can use candles to see at night, though. This is my room. I used to be into Spider-Man, so my parents painted my room red. It's okay. It's the coolest room in the house in the summer and the brightest because it has two windows. I sometimes read the Kindle or watch movies on the portable DVD player in my room. Here is our crazy dog Chucky's. He loves to play. He sometimes gets so excited he pees himself, but, well, he's an okay dog. He always goes with me when I take out the goats. As you can see, we can entertain ourselves with about anything. Right now we have two horses, Shadow and Joey. Here I am riding Shadow. She's young, only 2 years old, but she's a good horse. She likes apples and carrots. Joey is her younger brother. He's only a year old, so nobody rides him yet. He's not as well behaved horse. He runs off just because he can. My dad needs a time, but he doesn't. Here's my dad trying to put the saddle on Joey. Uh, didn't go too well. My job in the afternoons is to take the horses out and goats. and chokis to pasture. I sit with them and listen to music or read it for about 2 hours while they wander around and eat. The horses eat grass mostly. The goats eat grass, small trees, vainas, seed pods, and anything else that might be there, like plastic bags, which could kill them. That's why I stay there, so I can make sure they don't eat anything that might harm them. This is my grandpa Jose. He lives up the hill from us in the Yacata. He has animals too. He takes care of my uncle's goats along with his. He has a lot of dogs. I think my other uncle just brings them there and leaves them, and then my grandpa takes care of them. His only income right now is from his animals. He has chickens too, so he gets milk, eggs, and meat. When he needs cash, he sells one of his smaller goats. Adult goats go for about 900 pesos, and smaller goats go about 400 pesos. He also has two donkeys. Sometimes he sells the Buddha milk. He gets like 40 pesos for 2 ounces of milk. People here buy it as a medicine for asthma. My dad is in charge of training the horses and taking care of the goats in the mornings when I am at school. In the afternoons, he works as a janitor in the elementary school. He also does all the maintenance work at the school. In the evenings, he works at the liquor store. My mom works at the same elementary school. She's an English teacher there. She has a lot of stuff. This is her room and her school. On Saturdays, my mom teaches more English classes at the school. I go with her. I'm supposed to watch the door so nobody comes in that shouldn't come in. My mom imagines that I look like this. But really, it's more like this. Minecraft. I like to play Minecraft on Saturdays. I like the teamwork when building factions. Some of the other players on the server I use are from Brazil, so I started taking Portuguese course at Duolingo so I could understand more of what they were saying. Also on Saturdays, I am supposed to babysit. My mom has one student who takes a 30-minute English class. His parents don't pick him up for another 30 minutes, so I have to entertain him until they arrive. We usually play soccer. On Sundays, we go to Kiaoyo to wash clothes. It's a small village not too far from where we live. The village has its own underground spring, so there's plenty of water. There's even a built-in washboard. We also fill the water jugs while we were there. Sometimes after we hang the wash, we go to the Serrano on Sunday afternoons. My dad was born there, so he has lots of relatives there. Sunday is also the local market day, so sometimes we go shopping. Here I am with my great grandmother Sophia, my grandfather's mother. She's 97 years old. Her husband Felipe is 98. She can't hear me very well when I try to ask her some questions about her life. She sold the dirt around the acebuche trees for potting soil until very recently. She would go out to the fields and collect it herself and haul it back to the town. Her husband planted corn and stuff to feed them, and also sold soda and beer from their kitchen and repaired shoes. After the last robbery, they bricked into the kitchen window and don't sell beer anymore. I go to middle school during the week. I'm in secundaria, which is like middle school. I go to school from 7 a.m. until 1:40 p.m. It's a terrible schedule because I have to get up at 6 a.m. Sometimes it's really boring because there are some topics I don't like. I do learn some things, I guess. Twice a week I go to soccer training. I would go more often, but my dad doesn't let me because I have to take out the animals in the afternoons. I'm a goalkeeper on two teams. In the little team, for 12 to 13-year-olds, it's pretty good. I think our second or third in the rankings. The older team is made of the guys mostly 15 years old. I play with them even through I'm only 13. They don't win too often though. We train in the baseball field in the next town. It's not far from where my parents work, but it's far from my house. This is my cousin Ramon. He's 15. He runs his own tomato stand. His dad works as a night guard when they grow tomatoes, so the family gets a discount. His brother Luis, who is 13, has another tomato stand in a different corner. Everybody always wants to know about El Día de los Muertos, the Day of the Dead. It isn't like Halloween. Mexicans buy flowers, sugar canes, skulls, candles, and incense along with other things to make an ofrenda, a memorial at the house in honor of the dead family or a member of the family. We go and clean and decorate my grandmother's g- tombs and spend some time with the family there, telling stories about their lives in November 2nd. My life is okay, I suppose. I would really like electricity at home because, well, so that I would have electricity. It would make some things easier. Other than that, things are good. Our life is hard, but not caveman hard like most people think. So there it is. My life in La Yacata.